Welcome back, dear students. Today we are starting a new chapter, and the name of the chapter is Shares and Dividends. So before we start with the problems, let's understand the basic concepts that are needed in this chapter. So we will start with the important points to remember. So let's understand and let me read it. So it says, sometimes it is not possible for an individual to invest a large amount of money to start a business such as the company and industry. So it means that suppose if you want to start some business, let's say you want to start a company or you want to set up an industry. Okay, so it is not possible for you to invest such a large amount of money if you want to start that particular business. Okay, so basically what is done is the estimated money to start the business, okay, the money which is required to start the industry or company will be divided into small parts. Okay, will be divided into small parts. Let's say the company is, let's say if you want to establish a company, it needs, let's say, 100 crores rupees, 100 crores. Okay, so obviously it is not possible for you to spend that much of money. So what you do is you divide that 100 crores into small parts. Okay, so those small parts are called shares. Okay, those small parts are called share. A share may have different values. The buyers of the shares are called shareholders. I hope this much is clear to you. Now, the original value of a share is called its face value or nominal value or printed value, and it is fixed by the company or the industry. Okay, so as I said, the company will be divided into small parts, and that each part is called a share. Okay, so the original price of that particular share is called face value, nominal value or printed value. All of them represents the same. Okay, but most of the time we'll be making use of the word nominal value, and in short we can write this as NV. Alright, yes, so it is fixed by the company or the industry. You need to keep that in mind. Now, the price of the share in the market is called its market value. Okay, and it keeps changing with time. Please remember, the nominal value will not change. It is fixed. It is fixed by the company, whereas the market value keeps changing. You need to keep that in mind. Okay, market value, in short, we will be writing it as MV. Okay, the profit which a shareholder gets for his investment from the company is called dividend. Sometimes in question they may not tell you find the dividend, but they may tell you find what is the annual income. Annual income and dividend both means the same thing. The dividend is always given by the company on the face value. On the face value we calculate the dividend. Okay, irrespective of its market value. So whatever is the market value, we don't bother about that, but dividend is always calculated on the basis of face value, which is always fixed. The dividend is always expressed as the percentage of the face value of a share. So basically these two statements means the same. Okay, now we will understand conditions for MV and NV. So as I told you, MV stands for market value and NV stands for the nominal value. Market value is not fixed, it keeps changing, whereas NV, that is the nominal value, is fixed by the company or the industry. The market value of a share can be more or less than the more or less than the nominal value of the share, depending upon the performance and the profit of the company. Suppose you know, if you have the market value and nominal value same, then the share is said to be at par. Then the share is said to be at par. Next says, if the market value of a share is more than its nominal value, then the share is said to be above par or at a premium. We'll be making use of this word most of the time. So the share is said to be at a premium if market value is greater than nominal value. Yes. Now, if the market value is less than the nominal value, then we say that the share is at a discount. Share is at a discount, and the other word is below par. These are things you need to keep in mind. Okay. They may ask you questions in MCQ from this also. Be very careful. Yes. So if you want to note down this part, you can note it down. Okay. Now, we will go to the list of formula that is going to be needed in this particular chapter. Okay, so we have understood the basic concepts. Now we will be writing the formula. So formula is on the screen. You may pause it for a while and note it down. Now before we get into the problems, we'll read two quotations. So these are the quotations. Let's read it and let's understand. Now why am I writing this is because while solving the problems on your shares and dividends, you may come across this kind of statements. You need to understand what is the meaning of this. Okay, so let's read the first statement. So it says 15% of rupees 100 shares at rupees 145. So 15%, so basically whatever is given in percentage, okay, that represents dividend percent. Okay, now rupees 100 shares, rupees 100 shares. If you see this kind of phrase written, so this rupees 100 represents nominal value of one share. Okay, at rupees 145. At rupees 145 means that the market value MV of each share is rupees 145. Okay, and as I said, dividend percent is 15%. Now in this case also we have rupees 25 shares, so it means this is your nominal value of one share. Okay, now we don't know what is the market value, rather it says at a discount of rupees 5. So what do you have in case of discount? In case of discount, your market value MV will be less than NV. Okay, so what you need to do is from your nominal value you'll subtract 5 rupees, you'll subtract the discount in order to get what is the market value. So what is the market value then? It is rupees 20. So the remaining part, that is 12%, represents your dividend percent. I hope this is clear to you. See, this is very important while solving the problem. So later on you will realize that yes, we need to understand the meaning of this. Let's see the first question from your exercise number 3. It says, find the dividends received on 60 shares of rupees 20 each if 9% dividend is declared. See, this question is straightforward question. So what is given is number of shares is given. So number of shares is given to be 60. Shares of rupees 20 each. That means rupees 20 each means it is the nominal value, So nominal value of each share is given to be rupees 20. Yes, and 9% dividend. So dividend percent is given. Dividend percent is given to be 9%. Now question is asking find the dividend or the annual income. Okay, so therefore dividend is equals to, so let's write the formula. So formula says number of shares into dividend percent into NV by 100. Let's put the value and check what's the answer. So number of shares is given to be 60. Dividend percent is 9. And your nominal value is how much? Rupees 20. By 100 it is. So we'll write rupees in front. So now you can do the cancellation. 0, 0 gets cancelled. 0 and 0 also gets cancelled. So how much is this? Rupees 6 2s are 12. 12 into 9 is 108. So that means what is the dividend? Dividend is rupees 108. So you may pause the video and note down the solution. Now let's take another question. So this is your ICSE 2013 question. The question says, Salman buys 50 shares of face value rupees 100 available at rupees 132. Okay, so what is the meaning of first sentence? Let's understand. Salman buys 50 shares. So that means number of shares is given to be 50. Of face value rupees 100. So face value and nominal value both means the same, as I said. So nominal value of each share, okay, each share is given to be rupees 100 at rupees 132. So at rupees 132 always represents market value, as you all know. Okay, so we have market value of each share is rupees 132. So first part of the question says find his investment. So number one is investment. So what is the formula for investment? So formula for investment is number of shares into market value. So what is number of shares? It is 50. What is MV? MV is 132. Okay, so rupees we'll write in front. So rupees, so multiply these two. So your answer will be 6600. So when you multiply these two, you will get your investment. That is, the investment of Salman is how much? Rupees 6600. Let's see the second part of the question. Yes, so it says dividend percent is 7.5%. So let me first write it. So dividend percent is given to be 7.5%. Yes, now you're asked to find what is the annual income. Now what is the other word for annual income? Annual income is nothing but the dividend. Yes, okay, so we will write therefore the annual income. First we'll write down the formula. So what is the formula? Formula is number of shares into dividend percent into nominal value whole divided by 100. So I don't have space, so let me do the rest of the work on the other side here. Is equal to, so what is number of shares? Number of shares is 50 into dividend percent is 7.5 into nominal value. What is nominal value here? Nominal value is 100 whole divided by, you have 100. So 100 and 100 you can directly cancel here. So now we have 50 into 7.5. Okay, so you can write this as 50 into 75 by 10 also. So 0 and 0 can be cancelled. So 5 into 75. Okay, so 5 into 75 is rupees. By the way, you have to write rupees in front. Don't forget to write the unit. Rupees 5 into 75. Okay, 5 is a 25. Carry over 2. 5 cents are 35. 35 plus 2 is 37. So this much is gonna be your annual income, not your, it's Salman's annual income if rate of dividend, or sorry, the dividend percent is 7.5% per annum. Okay, so I don't have space to do the third part, so you may quickly note it down so that I can do the rest of the work on the same space. So pause and note it down. So as you can see, I have noted down the answers for the earlier two questions. Now the third part says, if he wants to increase his annual income by rupees 150. See, earlier his annual income is rupees 375. Okay, but he wants his annual income to be more by rupees 150. Then how many extra shares should he buy? Okay, so obviously if you want to have more income, you need to purchase more shares. Okay, so how many extra shares you have to purchase, that's what you need to find. So now let's write down the answer for the third part. So we will write what is new income, okay, or new income, or you can say new dividend. So new income is rupees. So what was the earlier one? It was 375 plus 150, because he wants to have more income. Okay, so when you add, so what do you get? You get 525 rupees, 525. So earlier his income was 375. Now this time he wants to have his annual income to be rupees 525. Now the new income, or we can say, what is this? The dividend is rupees 525. This is also dividend, isn't it? So now we will apply the formula for dividend. So what is the formula for dividend? It is number of shares into dividend percent into nominal value by 100. Right? So this is the formula for dividend, and this dividend is equals to how much? Rupees 525. Now let's put the value. Do we know what is the number of shares he needs to buy if his new income is this much? No. Please remember, when the dividend is this much, we don't know what is the number of shares. That's what we need to find. So we will write it as it is. So number of shares is kept as it is, into dividend percent is same 7.5. Okay, into nominal value is 100 by 100 is equals to 525. So 100 can be cancelled. So we have number of shares equals to so 7.5 goes to the denominator, so 525 by 7.5. So it is 525 into 10 by 75. Okay, so do the cancellation. So let's start with 5 5s are 5 1s are 5, 2 is carried over, 25, 5 5s are 25. Again we'll do with 5 1s are 5, 5 0s are 0, 5 5s are 25. Again do with 5 3s are 15. No, so 5 2s are 10, 5 1s are 5. So again we'll do with 3 1s are 3, 3 7s are 21. So how much is it turning? It is turning out to 7 into 10, that is 70. So this much shares has to be bought in order to have the income of rupees 525. But the question says how many extra shares you need to buy. Okay, so therefore number of extra shares is equals to, so it right now the number of shares is 70, but earlier it was 50. So I will subtract that. So what's the answer? 20. So that means you need to purchase 20 extra shares in order to have the annual income to be rupees 525. So today we will do only this much. We will continue with the same in the next class. Thank you very much.